It's our last morning on the island of Mull, and it's not a bad view to wake up to. We want to make our last day a really good one, so we're sitting down and having a look at a map that we've picked up from the reception of the campsite.
Yeah, I think that's where we'll go today.
A few of you have suggested Calgary Bay on the northwest coast of the island, so that's where it's going to be. Right, my turn to do the checks. Cupboards are okay. Fridge is fine. Windows are closed. Yep, I think we're all okay.
Do the plants need to be watered?
Do the plants need to be watered?
Yeah.
No, they don't. That's because they're plastic. But you knew that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. You didn't fall for it.
No.
Maybe one day.
Not today. There's a growing collection of plastic plants in the van, and I keep spotting new ones that I've not noticed before.
Do you know what you're doing?
I do.
Where are you going? Go that way. You are going that way, sorry.
Right, today's going to be all about Keira.
Part of it.
Well, a large part of it. Because
You did promise her.
I did, yeah, and Staffa wasn't really a kind of place for Keira, was it?
No.
I mean, we really enjoyed it, seeing all the rock formations in the caves and everything, but poor Keira, she just had to struggle on through, didn't you, Keira? But I think she did very, very well. So today's going to be about Keira, and I'm thinking beach, and Keira's thinking beach. So beach it is, and Calgary Beach, so thanks to all of you who recommended this. And it's a nice little road on the way down, nice and smooth, or so we thought. That was a hell of a bang, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't not hear it. What do you think that was?
I don't know.
Better have a look when we stop the van, because I've never heard a bang like that before in this van. And yet I couldn't really see any potholes or anything.
There was a pothole.
There was a pothole, wasn't there?
Quite a big one.
Oh, wait a minute, up here, look.
Alright, okay.
Parking in this area, that's
It's only
fine.
a donation, yeah. If you reverse them and sit at the back and look at the beach and
Okay.
have our lunch.
Well, that's what we'll do then. We've parked up and go out to check the tyres and under the van to see if that pothole's done any damage, but we're in luck, no harm done. Then it's off down to the beach with Keira for ball play. Calgary is located about 5 miles to the west of Dervaig. The long sweep of Calgary Bay is the largest and most accessible beach in North Mull. When I reach the beach, I just can't believe what I see. Beautiful silvery sands flanked by green rolling hills. It's like a little paradise. We head off for a little stroll along the beach, throwing the ball for Keira as we go. What a catch! And just look at the state of this. Oh, Keira, what have you done to yourself? Make sure you don't let the ball go, though. I tell you what, why don't you just have a little roll while you're at it? After all, that's what sand's for, having a good old roll about. Just make sure that you roll on top of the ball so nobody else can get it. That's it. Keep checking that the ball's still there and have a good old scratch about on that sand. Oh, lovely. Yep, the ball's still there. It's still there, Mum and Dad. Isn't this great? Keira gets a drink to wash some of that sand from her mouth, and then we head back up to the van for lunch, where it's time for a cup of soup and a sandwich, and Keira has a doggy biscuit. We sit there enjoying the views, and then somebody notices an ice cream shop.
Hi there, can I get a cone double scoop, one Toblerone and vanilla?
Robin's Boat Kiosk offers a good selection of ice creams and other goodies. I'm going for the Tobermory whiskey flavoured ice cream.
We got back just in time for the rain.
Yeah, we did. It's... Oh, Keira! You little rascal! I guess she likes it as well, eh? The Tobermory whiskey ice cream.
It's all Tobermory's, and did you not get vanilla?
Well, some of it's vanilla. Maybe I should have got a double Tobermory whiskey because it's really good.
Are we heading off to that place that's got the Australian connection?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, absolutely. That'll bring back some memories from our Australia trip, won't it?
Yes, it will.
Okie dokie then, let's go. Last year we visited Sydney and the southeast coast of Australia, and there we learned about this man, Lachlan Macquarie. He was born on Ulva, a tiny island to the west of Mull, and was the governor of New South Wales from 1810 to 1821. While there, we visited Mrs. Macquarie's chair, which the governor had carved out of the rock in honour of his wife Elizabeth. After his tenure as governor, Lachlan Macquarie and his wife returned to Mull, where they lived out the rest of their lives, and there's a mausoleum here on the island where they're interred, along with their 2 children. And we're now on a mission to track it down and visit their final resting place. The drive was to take us about 45 minutes, and I have to say this was my favourite part. I've speeded this up a bit just to let you see the whole drive, and it's all downhill. Lots of twists, lots of turns, lots of beautiful scenery. It was just a joy to drive. I was glad that I didn't meet any other vehicles coming the other way. I did, however, meet these ladies sunbathing at the side of the road. We pulled over and had a look out the window just to say hello.
Hello. Hello, little one. Munchins and crunchins? Yes.
We've just pulled into a little parking space. We think this is it. It does say on it that it's a private road, so no vehicles, but there's this little parking space, and hopefully we've got the right place. We've got the right place, all right, but the sign looks like it's taken a bit of a bump. The rain's on as we head off, so it's the brolly up for me, and Trish has her waterproof jacket. It's going to be about 12 minutes along this gravelly road to get to the mausoleum, and the signs on the way keep us right. This has got to be it. The mausoleum is the final resting place of Lachlan Macquarie, his second wife Elizabeth, and their 2 children, Lachlan and Jane. Born and raised on Ulva, Macquarie went on to serve in the British military before becoming the Governor of New South Wales, Australia, in 1810. He was largely responsible for the social, economic and architectural development in the area, earning him the name the Father of Australia. After paying our respects to the Macquaries, we head back to the van. I was meant to be driving the day.
Yeah, I thought it'd take a wee turn. It was quite hard you driving all these wee single track roads.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
I'm a kind and loving person.
Well, anyway, we'll continue with Keira's day out, shall we? And if we can head to this Aros Park, I think it looks pretty good. It's quite close to where we were the other day at Tobermory. It's across the bay. You fancy that?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go there.
You fancy it, Keira? Bit of a stupid question, really. Of course she's up for it. And as soon as we park up at Aros Park, the ball's out and we're having a good old play. I've got no chance of catching her, though. And then she does that roly-poly thing that she likes to do. We'll need to check her over for ticks tonight, that's for sure. There's an information board here that tells us the house that stood on this land was demolished in 1962. Bit of a shame, but at least now the park is available for everyone. There's a number of walks that you can do, so we head off into the woods to pick up one of the trails. It's not long before we spot a sign and we decide to take the path for the Upper Falls. And as you'd expect, being the Upper Falls, it's pretty much uphill all the way, but at least it's fairly dry underfoot, and it's just a case of following the river all the way up. And there's plenty to see on the way, including this rather strange looking foam cake. There's also lots of interesting plants to see as you walk along. It's taken us a good half an hour, but at last we reached the upper falls.
You would think someone had actually flattened that and purposely built it to be a waterfall.
Yeah, it does look a little bit like that.
Yeah, and all these rocks that have fallen down the bottom, I wonder how often that happens with the water pressure on it.
Yeah, I tell you, I think Mother Nature's best of all at making water features, don't you think?
Garden design, yeah.
Oh aye, Mother Nature is the best garden designer of all. We head up to the very top to see the river disappearing over the edge, forming that waterfall below. Then we head back down the path, and this time we're heading to the lower falls, and we're tree spotting on the way. This one is the wrinkly crinkly tree. This one's the fuzzy wuzzy tree. It's completely wrapped in a blanket of moss. I don't think this tree's going to get cold in the winter. I wonder how long this fungus has taken to grow. The path down to the lower falls can also be a bit steep in places, so we just take our time, again following the river all the way down to the bottom. When we get there, we find that the lower falls are not as impressive as the top falls, but still worth coming to see. And there is the added bonus of this viewing point across the bay of all those colourful houses in Tobermory. The last walk that we want to do today is the Lochan Path. There's plenty of flowers to see, and I spot this northern marsh orchid. We've reached the Lochan, which just means a small loch. This one is man-made, dating back to the times of the manor house, and it's absolutely covered with water lilies, just about coming into flower. We stop off for a rest for a few minutes before taking on something a bit more adventurous. Careful. Go on.
I need to turn.
Go. 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 Go.
Don't go on. Go then.
All right. No bother. Well, that's enough walking for the day, I think, so it's back to the van for something to eat. Sausage and mash for tea, can't beat it. Oh, actually, it's not sausage and mash. All day breakfast, sausage, egg and beans. Even better. Even better. What a great way to end the day with an all-day breakfast. Oh, you can't beat it, can you?
No.
Well, it's been an absolutely great day.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed today.
Yeah, I've had a great time. I think Keira has too.
Yeah.
I mean, today was all about her, really. She's already had her dinner, so she'll be tired. She'll sleep well tonight, won't she?
Yeah, she will. I mean, 2 ball plays, one at the beach, one here on the grass.
Yeah, I think we'll sleep well as well, won't we?
Hopefully, yeah.
That's kind of it for us in
Yeah.
Mull. We hope you've enjoyed watching us from this beautiful little island. Not sure when the next one will be. Hopefully not too long. And look out for us on that one. Bye for now.